One. Hi, everyone. Okay, I'm Bonita, and today we're going to play with spoon bending. Look at that. Okay, I'm having trouble getting the angle of the camera right because I'm super dyslexic, and when I hold things right, they go left, etc., etc. So these are some spoons and stuff. I love this one. Okay, because normally I'm like really good with spoons, but knives and forks, for whatever reason, not so easy for me. So one night I was watching TV. I'm holding the fork and I'm trying to do spoon bending on the fork, and it won't. So I'm just gonna watch. It was some sitcom, and hold this in my hand and pay no attention to it. I'm just stroking it, and at the end of the TV show, I looked at it and I had done this to it without even knowing how or why. So now I can do forks. I just don't know how or why. So I did this one earlier today. Just wanted to make sure. I was doing a little practicing, and I like bending spoons into tight little spirals because where is it? There's one that my son did. No. I'll find it. There's one that my son did. No, I have a few friends here hanging out with me. There's one my son did where he's like 200 pounds of rock solid muscle, and he took one and he forced it. And this is it. And he tried to emulate my tight little spiral. Okay, other way. Tight little, okay. And this with brute force was the best he could get. He did get it bent, but not like this. And some of these are like this one is a really, really thick serving spoon. I'm a retired chef, so I have a lot of like really sturdy cutlery that you buy with the thought that it's going to get intense use, so it has to be super strong. And like I'm trying to unbend it and I can't. So I'm going to check for a moment while we wait for a few more people to join. But what we're going to do is, here, I'm going to step up and show you. We have a veritable smorgasbord of cutlery here. And of course, my sweet little puppy, Mort Snaggletooth. And I'm going to talk to you all about a few different techniques for bending spoons. I was practicing it earlier today and I snapped a couple in half because this one I just snapped right off. This is my first time doing spoon bending in front of an audience, so I guess I was a little nervous. Here's a regular spoon. When you bend it, okay, like super maestro people like Uri Geller, they can bend it with just their mind. But for the rest of us, until you get to super maestro level, you do use your hands. However, of course, we understand that using our hands, we shouldn't be able to do this or this. So what you need to do is change the way you think about reality. We know that reality is 3D and that something solid is solid, and that something this solid has greater strength and dexterity than my soft little fleshy fingers. However, it's only this way because we think it's this way. We have the ability to change reality to meet our perception. There are people in the world who do things that we don't understand how they do it. Like there are people who levitate. I've seen people levitate. I've seen people levitate objects in their hands. I'm learning to levitate objects in my hands, and as soon as I've learned how, I will show you all how to do it. I'm looking forward to that. I have seen things come through energetic portals. I've seen ghosts and spirits. I mean, all this stuff is there. We don't know what to do with it, so we just like put it in some category that's a separate suspended belief from our everyday reality. But if you take your suspended belief category and mix it with your everyday reality category, you can change everyday reality. Right, so everything is made of energy, and nothing is as it was before. Once upon a time, this was like liquid. It was molten metal, and then it was very soft metal, and now it's a hard metal. The first time we do spoon bending, and if you have any spoons at home, you're welcome to practice with me, or you can just watch and practice later on your own. There's quantum spoon bending, which basically what I'm going to do is sort of relax and let the energy flow through my being. And I'm going to connect energetically with the spoon because I'm made of energy and the spoon is made of energy. And energy can connect with energy. Just like sunlight will connect with, a lake and warm the lake. So I'm going to connect my energy with this energy and we'll see what happens. I'm going to connect with it and I'm going to tell the spoon, you don't need to be in this shape. You can be in a previous state of being. You can be soft and malleable, like when you were first made, or you can be liquid, like when you were poured into the mold that formed you in this shape. Sort of like when a massage therapist gets their hands on your shoulders and you're like, oh, thank you. Energetically, we can do the same thing to this spoon. Now then when I feel the time is right, I'm going to start bending it. You're going to see me. That's why I'm wearing no sleeves. You're going to see me using my arms, my hands, and my muscles. I'm a little nervous because it's my first time doing this, so I'm not going to do it with quite as much ease as usual, but I will do it. And but when the camera's not on me, you should see me picking up big spoons and go, awesome. So because everything is made of energy, and energy is never stagnant, it's always in a state of movement, of flow, what we're going to do is close our eyes, and I'll talk us through a little bit of energy flowing through our body, and we'll connect energetically flowing through our hands and our fingers to the spoon. Energetically connect with the spoon. Talk to the spoon. Everyone wants to be acknowledged, even inanimate objects. Talk with the spoon, connect with the spoon, and tell the spoon it's okay to relax. Invite the spoon to return to the state it was in before it became solid. Invite the spoon to return to when it was soft and malleable or when it was liquid. And then connect. Feel the spoon's energy. Energy is always moving and flowing. Speed that energy up. Speed it up. So you may ask the spoon, what direction does your energy flow in? So say it's flowing this way. Speed that up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, because things that are moving fast build a lot of energy, and they heat up. And then when you feel like it's fast enough, bend the spoon. If it doesn't work, do it again, because it could be you're putting too much pressure on yourself. Oh, it has to work. Oh, it won't work. You may have a little conflict going on in your mind. So I have some friends here who are enjoying this with me. Did that make sense to you guys? Okay. So everyone, if you are watching me from the internet world, feel welcome to type in any questions or comments. So if you don't have any metal spoons, you can grab like plastic cutlery from your local, takeout place, forks, knives, spoons, whatever. and practice with those. Sometimes people, it's easier for them to start with that because we know that this can bend, because you see I'm bending it. So therefore it takes less stress. Like here's one that I totally stretched and twisted up and malformed, just for the fun of it. So if you do it with this, you're like, you don't have to suspend your disbelief so much. So, oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. I love you too. So then you just relax the top of your head. So everyone, if you have cutlery, grab some cutlery, plastic, metal. I'm going to start with a plastic one and then go to a metal. So relax the top of your head and relax your feet so that you can feel the energy flowing. Holding your cutlery in your hands, and know that when you and your cutlery are touching, you're connected. You're connected as one being in this state and this moment. Relax the top of your head and let the energy, cosmic energy, whatever energy, flow into you and flow through your body, and feel yourself relax and feel the energy flowing in. It may feel light and tingly. It may feel airy. It may feel like colors are flowing into you, or like someone turned on a spigot and water is flowing. However it feels, let the energy just flow into you and through your being. Let the energy flow in through the top of your head and flow in to your mind and down your neck, and flow down into your chest and down through your heart, and all through the core of your being, down through your legs, into your feet, flowing deep into earth. And let the energy that's flowing in through your mind and your neck flow down through your shoulders and your arms, your elbows, biceps, forearms, wrists, into your hands, the palms of your hands, the backs of your hands, your fingers, the webs between your fingers, your fingernails, fingertips. Let the energy just flow through. And the energy flows from your hands into your silverware. You can hold your silverware and just connect energetically. Don't worry about how or why. Just feel yourself connecting with your silverware. You can acknowledge your silverware, say hello, and feel the energy flowing through you into the silverware, which is becoming a conduit for your energy. And the silverware has energy of its own. You may invite your silverware to return to an earlier energy, soft, liquidy, flowing, soft like taffy, liquid like mercury, whichever kind of state it feels natural for you to invite your silverware to be. Let your silverware feel that state in your hands. Keep the top of your head relaxed with the energy flowing in. Your feet relaxed, and allow the energy just to flow through your arms, to your hands, to your silverware. And when you feel like your silverware and you are connected, and when you feel like the energy is comfortable for you. Look in your mind, ask your silverware what direction the energy is flowing in. Get in rhythm with that. And then speed it up. Speed it up as fast as you can. Take a breath. When you're ready, bend your silverware. That's that. And if your silverware didn't bend, that's okay. Go back to the first stage, relax, let the energy flow. Flow into your arms, into your silverware. Invite your silverware to be whatever state, soft, malleable, liquid like mercury. Speed the energy up, or see what direction the energy is flowing in. Speed it up. When you're ready, sometimes you have to, well, I got a little bit. Let's see. Let me try again. Sometimes you get part way and then you get excited, like, oh, I'm doing it. And then you're like, oh, that like stops it. That kills the momentum. So then you have to like right back into it. Let the energy flow. Relax the top of your head. Relax your feet. Energy flow. And then get back into it before you can think too much. So this one is a very intense serving spoon. Let's see. Well, I got some bend in there. I got a nice little loop-de-loop. I was hoping for a tighter spiral, but okay. So I'm trying to undo it because I want you to see, like, you know, is it, and it's back to solid. I'm like, okay. I cannot unbend this. I wish, like, you all watching were here. So this is one form. It's called quantum spoon bending. You can look it up online. There's plenty of videos. There's plenty of websites that talk about it. It's very cool because it's not about your judgment, your skills, your anything. It's literally just about acknowledging the energetic state and realizing that energy is always in growth. Everything, nothing is exactly the way it is forever. So you're just exploring the change of something. So when you practice enough, you can start getting like really tight spirals like these. This one I looped in on itself 4 times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4.5 times. So that's pretty fun. And this one is super nice and tight. So another thing with spoon bending is it's not just, well, first of all, holiday gift season is coming up. How fun is it to give people mobiles made of spoons that you bent? So that can be the wackiest Christmas gifts in town. But it's also a good reminder that we are each in charge of our own well-being. Like, you know what they say, change your attitude and everything else falls into place. If you know for a fact that you can do this to solid matter, then really you can adjust anything you want in your life. When you are, it's a real confidence builder. And the other thing is, when you are working with energy flowing with you into a spoon, it's not even always about how much am I going to mangle this. First of all, it's really fun. It is really fun. But also, it's a great way, like if you do daily meditation or daily yoga and you're thinking about the energy flowing through your being, this is a great way without self-judgment to get your energy flowing and to feel the energy flow. When I teach spoon bending, I have a couple of classes coming up. If you're in Northern Virginia, what is it? Small Business Saturday, November 25th at the Rising Phoenix Wellness Center in Manassas, Virginia, and December 6th in Alexandria at Renessa Porter's amazing thing. But it's all on my website, my meetup group. So anyway, when you are working with energy flow, especially if you're like a Reiki teacher or a Reiki healer or an energy healer, and there are times you always wonder, like, am I doing what I intend to do? Are they feeling what I want them to feel? If you practice with silverware, then you really know, you develop your techniques so fine-tuned. But the other thing is, like when I bend silverware my most successfully, when I'm done, oh, got a little give there, it's got a little bounce. When I'm done, it is hot. Most of the time, my silverware is hot. Other people, when they're done, it is like ice cold. Even though they've been holding it in their hands for a half hour, it's like cold energy goes through them. Other people, like when they, like I had a student tell me recently that she thought she did it wrong because she actually blasted her spoon into several small pieces. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. I want to do that. And then tonight I did, so that's cool. So she was sending such intense energy that instead of bending, it literally exploded in her hands. So there are different kinds of energy that you can send into your spoon. And here, while I'm chatting, I'm going to see if I can get this to go. So it's a great way to practice like how the energy is flowing in your being, how it's flowing. Sometimes I'll sit, like the first time I bent a spoon, I carried it around for like 4 days before it bent. And then it did. And I've been bending spoons ever since. That was like 1.5 years ago. So now I work on, like, I don't necessarily want to bend this spoon when I work on it because then it's bent and I got to get another one. And I have this like huge pile of bent stuff, just like, what am I supposed to do with this? It just like is sitting there making big piles in my bedroom. And so I'll work with a spoon and I'll work on like getting it to the point where it'll bend, and then I'll pull the energy back because I'm just practicing the different energy techniques. All right, but let's see if I can. That's as far as I got. I'm definitely nervous about like doing this in front of people. So, but as you see, I'm using my arms, I'm using my muscles, but this is definitely something I can't bend through brute force. And I got a tight little knot. I'll work on this tonight when I'm all alone, and I'll bet you anything that when no one's watching me, I'll get the whole thing like tied up, and then I'll post a picture of it with this video. So I'm going to post little videos and write on my blog, and I'll do like different little sub techniques on spoon bending through this next year. So if you're interested in spoon bending, feel welcome to keep in touch and join in. What time is it? Oh, we got time. I thought it was later than it was. Okay. And okay. And feel welcome to play with it. Now, let's see. So we showed for people who joined late, we showed the quantum spoon bending technique. And one reason I love that is it promotes itself as a technique instead of a skill. For people who love having energy flowing through their body, then opening yourself up and letting the energy flow through you to your hands, you can practice sending the energy down your left hand through the spoon to your right hand and have it come up through your heart chakra, your physical heart, and back. Keep sending it around. And the more often you feel it, the more often, you can feel the flow of the energy as it changes as you're connecting with your spoon. And then after doing that for like even a few minutes, you can just send all of that love to your spoon and invite the spoon to absorb your love. Because love is always heartwarming. And then, let it go. So let's try that for a moment. This is one of my favorite techniques. So again, relax your feet, relax the top of your head. Let the energy flow into your body and flow through. Breathe in. The energy flows into your body, to your heart, and send the energy from your heart chakra to your physical heart, through down your arm, to your hand, to your spoon, and then back up your arm, your right arm, back to your heart chakra, and just let it loop for a few minutes, sending love from your left hand through the spoon to your right hand. And let that energy then rise up through your arm. Relax, breathe. Let this love energy loop through your arms, your hearts, your hands and spoon. Feeling the love flowing through your being. Sending the energy through the spoon each time. And each time you go through your hearts, you have the ability to add more love to it. Or just let the energy pick up the love naturally by flowing through it. When you're ready, I have to close my eyes. Every time I look at you guys, I get like, oh my God, there's people watching me. And which is funny because I do this in classes all the time and it's never a problem. It's hot though. The spoon is hot. So I did get this. Now here's the thing. This is awesome. When you're taking something so solid that you can use it to serve like literally 1,000 meals without issue and without thinking, I'm happy with this. Let's see if I can get it. It's solid now. It's like I can't even unbend it. So here you go. It's going to make eating soup awkward tonight. And yeah. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's been a half hour. Our half-hour class is over. So I'm going to post this on my blog, and I'll also post some links to some other like spoon bending. I mean, basically, I see it in the same category as telekinesis. Like I said, small object levitation, making things like tip over with your mind, stuff like that, which is really not as difficult as you would think. It's just technical skills like learning how to dance or drive a car. And as soon as I get better, I'll share with you all my burgeoning skills and abilities. But I will post this on my blog at bonitawoods.org. And I'll also post links to some more spoon bending, quantum spoon bending, and telekinesis. Feel welcome to join me there. I look forward to it. So you all have a wonderful evening, and let me know if you make this work for you, and let me know if you mangle any forks, or if forks, knives, or spoons work better for you, or if there's any particular style. Some people do better with something that's slender because it messes with their mind a little less, and other people like to have little grooves in the design because the little lines in them make them feel like the energy is flowing. Some people just like to have it, plain, unpatterned. Whatever works for you. Have fun, enjoy. Thank you. And thank you all. I have all these wonderful comments. Thank you so much. And I look forward to Monday night, for anyone who wants, we're doing a cord cutting ceremony to get ready for family time. So feel welcome to come back for that, Monday, 7 p.m. here on Facebook. That's about strengthening love, strengthening love energy and releasing non-love energy. I might send coughing, I guess. That cord cutting ceremony will be as good for me as everyone else. Catch you all later. Love you all. Thanks. Oh, I love all the little hearts and smiles going across the bottom.